Right, today come down to the lobster smack CANVEY Island. Just going to fish the creek down here. I've been down to the tackle shop, been down to Phil's, yeah, plenty of lug in today, so got 3 packs of fresh lug, pack of mackerel, and I was going to be fishing one rod today, like match tactics, just a bit of practice really for the next match. So see how we get on. There's been reports of some flounders coming out, so that'd be nice to catch a flounder. That's really it, mate. What I'll do is when I get back down to my mark, I'll turn it back on and just give you a little walkthrough what I'm doing. So what I'm doing now is preparing my bait. Got some mackerel from Phil's. Still quite frozen, so it's a bit tough to cut, but be nice to put on the hook. So I'm just cutting it into like roughly 1 centimetre strips. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baits out of each side. So there's 20 baits there already cut up. Also got 60 lug one. All nice and fresh. So that's what I'll be fishing with today. I'm going to be fishing with a 2-hook flapper as well, because I've not got a cast too far here. Let's see, there's actually someone going out on the boat there. You've only got probably 80 yards to that boat. Talking a 40, 50 yard chuck and you're out in the deep channel. That deep channel is roughly 25 foot deep at high water. It's always got about 6 foot of water in it. Right, so this is what we're going to be using now. We're using a 3-hook flapper. So I've got 5-ounce breakaway, 50-pound body, little boom, got a 14-inch, 30-pound hook length with a size 4 hook on it. I use 30-pound this time of year just because of the whiting and their little teeth. They do wear down your mono a little bit. So that carries on up the rig body. I've got, say, 3 booms, 3 hooks. The reason I use a flapper is just because I'm not casting very far here, so I haven't got to worry about streamlining it to get any distance. Well, I'm just going to bait up my rig now, and then I'm going to get this one out. Right, so this I'm going to bait up. I've got baiting needle. I'll thread 3 worms on, just to get ready for my rig. I like using a bait needle. I can bait up without a needle, but it just makes it so much easier. You haven't got to worry about puncturing the worm when you're putting it on the hook, so you can just literally start at the head, straight out through the end of it, through the tail, pinch off the little sandy bit. Same again. Then I'll get those put on the hook. And then I'll just nick on 3 bits of mackerel, 1 on each hook. That's out the trace all ready to go. So a little trawler boat's just come in. And someone's just got on that blue boat out there. Looks like they might be heading out. Got perfect weather for it today. Still got a little while for the tide hits the bank yet, but I'm going to chuck it out. It can be 15 minutes out there before. One of the main problems along here is a bit restricted with your cast. You can see there I couldn't get the rod fully behind me, so it's had to cast on the side a bit, but it's lucky you don't have to cast too far. It's nice and sheltered here as well though, you're sheltered from a lot of the wind. These flat calm out today, looks absolutely lovely. See the boat coming on behind me? See it? It's the first day of the year I think it's felt like it is winter now, you know. All the leaves are falling off the trees, there's a bit of mist in the air. Can't wait for it now to get a bit of frost on the floor. Looks like I'm getting my first little inquiry. I had the little rattle on the rod tip then. And things, I've still got about 20 foot of mud in front of me before I can reel up yet. But if I have to, I'll pull the fish over it. There is somewhere just up there I can walk down to return the fish. Got to admit, I'm really enjoying fishing with this new setup. It's so light. You know, like me, I always fish light anyway. I always like fishing with my bass rods and stuff. But yeah, fishing with a fixed spool and that sensor tip on this is really good. Shows up the smallest of bites. If you are interested in something like that, yeah, I've got this from Phil's in CANVEY. He's got all the gear stocked up. He's normally got plenty in there. He's always got a good range of reels and rods. Always full of bait as well. He's got plenty of bait in there. You can normally get bait even without ringing up. I would ring up just before you leave to go down there to make sure he's got a bit. Most of the time he's got it on the day. Right, nothing happened after those first few twitches, so I'll really have a little look. A lot of weed on the line now. All the bait's pretty much stripped off that one. There's only a tiny little bait on the top hook left on there. What I did just do when baiting up that second trace, what worked really well was this. I put on a lugworm on the hook, and then I put a little bit of mackerel on, and it worked well for putting it all on in one go, so it might save me a bit of time when I'm baiting up. So then I haven't got to mess about baiting each hook and then putting the mackerel on after. Pinch off the towel. And just pop it on like that. Just like that, 3 hooks are done. That might just help save a few minutes baiting up that way. The first match I was out, a couple of times I got behind like baiting up traces. I had so many fish, I couldn't bait them up quick enough. And I had to like leave bites out there while I baited up a trace, so I made sure I was ready to cast out. So that could save a few minutes and might help give me another bit extra time to get another few fish on the bank, you know. That weed's an absolute pain. Well, that's it on my third cast now. Still not had really much of a bite. I'm not even convinced them first little rattles I had was now. They might have been the weeds settling on the line. Hopefully, as it moves on a bit later, high tide's at 3:15, so hopefully as it gets towards high tide, it should start losing the light. Might manage to pick up a few fish then. I don't know if that noise will make much difference to the fishing, but can you hear the music coming off that boat out there? He's been playing it since I got here. Well, before I got here. I could hear it as I was walking along. I thought it was coming from over by the refinery or something, but no, it's not on that boat. There was no one on it when I first got here. Well, there obviously was someone on it, but they weren't walking about on the bag. He come along on his little outboard, his little tender, come out to it. It's not looking too good on it with this weed today, is it? Well, it looks like my first definite bite then. Gave a nice little pull round, nice little rattle. Stop, done exactly the same thing again. I don't think it was weed. There you go. Don't know if you can make that out or not. I think I have looked at that, I'm being a bit impatient. Might be there's something on there. Surely it's not that little crab giving me that bite. Right, well that's a relief, thank God. Tiny little whiting. I could see a blank coming in. Right, I'll get him unhooked. Well, I don't know if you can make that out, but he's got one of them lice on his tongue. You see that? Strange, there's not much tide pull here at all at the minute, really. There's a bit of weed in front of me. It's not even moving from left to right like it should be. It's only just gone 2 o'clock and high tide's at 3:15 today. So even the boats at anchor, their ropes ain't even pulled tight. I don't know if you can make that out, see? They're just sort of just floating now. Another boat just coming in there. That's a lovely little bite just got in. Buried right round. Right, let's have a little look. Right, there we go, little double shot there. Oh, another bite developing now. Going on, sort of pull that one. Just like I said though, like, as that light started to fade, we're picking up a few little bites now, whereas before it was a bit of a struggle. Just come up 20 to 3, so we've got just over half an hour now till high water. Let's have a little look. That's the first time I reeled him out any weed. Now that's how I'm getting the needle prepared. So I put in a lugworm, little piece of mackerel, another lugworm, piece of mackerel, lugworm, mackerel, and then I'm bait up all 3 hooks with that now. So it's just saved me that little bit of time where I'd be hooking the mackerel on separately. So I'll just show you how I pop on the hook now. See how well we can see it. So I pop the hook in the end of the baiting needle. Just get hold of a bit of mackerel, push it around, the worm up over the eye of the hook, then the mackerel goes straight on and it's baited. The same with the second hook. Mackerel in the eye of the needle. Push the worm and the mackerel around, the worm over the eye of the hook, and again that one's done. That can save me a little bit of time, that will. At any time you can save by doing a bit of baiting or anything like that, gives you an extra chance of getting another fish. There we go, another bite. Don't know whether you see that. There you go. Right, let's have a look at this one. Ideally what I should be doing is just, if I was fishing a match now, what I'm going to do, I should say, is I'm going to leave that a little bit longer. Because I've got 3 hooks baited out there. I don't want to just reel in one fish. If I leave it another 5 minutes, get 2 or 3, that's when you can make the big numbers. It's still there. I'll give it another few minutes yet. Right, well, I'll give that the extra 5 minutes that I said I would. Right, there we go. Managed 2 on that shot. That bottom one's a nice size one. I'm going to get a measure of him. I'll just get his chuck back out and I'll get a measure of this one. But he's the biggest one I've had for a while. I'll get 34 centimetres. So put his nose on the end. 34. That's a right chunk of a white. I could do it if I name in that match. Got another bite already, but I've not even managed to get rig bait back up yet. Well, giving that fish a little while longer to take the second bait, I think really worked. I think I'll have to try and put it in action then down at Walton on Monday, our next match on Walton Pier. So instead of being a bit too icy, you just sit on my hands and hopefully I'll fill up all 3 hooks. It's easier said than done when you're like fishing against other people. You want to get them in, reel them in, unhook them, get bait back up, get out. Well, I just hit high water, so I think that last cast where I reeled in that was around slack water time, so I had nothing on that. So the tide, I can't tell if the tide is running out or not yet, because the tide has been running in the wrong direction for a little while, but the tide was still coming in. Got to think it's because there's a massive bank out in the middle here. I don't have to, water would come in as it's come around, start pushing it back out this way, and it's just getting dark now, so it's probably the best time to start picking up a few fish. So hopefully we'll still manage to get a few on. I'll give it another half hour at least. I've got an head torch with me as well, so I can stick that on. Looks like the weeds come back. Bait stripped in about 10 minutes. Nothing massive. Little tiny pout. I don't even think he'd score points in the match. I'm sure he's smaller than 18. Got everything in the matches we've been fishing, everything over 18 centimetres. Let's have a look how big this. Have a look how big it is. Yeah, 16 centimetres that is, so that won't even point you. Don't see the rod tip, but that tide is literally pouring out here. Well, it's like such a thin, narrow channel. All that water pushing back through it. Yeah, it's really pulling it around. Oh, that's a nice little rattle. Certainly pulling a lot harder going out than it was coming in. Oh, it's about to reel that in there. I've got one more rig baited up. I'm going to call that one my last cast. He's just coming up. 3:45, so I'll be packing up at 4 o'clock. What I'll do is I feel like shooting a lobster smack and I'll have a cheeky lager shandy. Right, let's reel this one in. Have a little whiting. Picked up a few more than I thought I would for a day session. I wasn't expecting many, but got to be coming up close to 10 fish I would have thought. Obviously when I go back through the camera I'll find out. Oh, now that tide's starting to get a lot of bites again. But yeah, it's my last cast there, so I'm packing up regardless. Yeah, it's still going, still pulling around. Yeah, see that? Right, I think I'll call that one a day now. Pull that in. Feels like that might have come off. Right, got one on now. There we go, that's the last fish. That's got to be coming up close to double figure fish. Not bad for a little day session. Right, there we go. That's the end of that session. All packed up in the car now. End up being a really good session. Probably had double figures of fish. So I've just popped back into the lobster smack now. Have that cheeky little point I said about. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And I hope I'll catch you in the next one.